What's going on YouTube? My name is Matt Wacek and welcome to my channel. And today the content is a little bit different than the regular scheduled programming with my entire Shopify journey. But if you want to stay up to date on that, be sure to go down below and subscribe. Also click the bell for notification so that way you know when all the latest videos and content are uploaded here to my channel and you can stay up to date on my journey. But today I have a very, very important lesson for you, especially if you are a beginner who's just getting into e-commerce or just starting a business in general, because this is something that had absolutely killed my progress and it made me become very, very short-sighted. And I'll get into a little bit of a backstory with it, because back in, say, 2016, right out of selling my landscape business, getting into building entrepreneurship and trying to build that, trying to get clients for SEO and that type of stuff, I discovered e-commerce and realized that, hey, I could put up a storefront and I don't have to have the warehouse, or I don't have to have the fulfillment, I don't have to do any of that. You can just do drop shipping or whatever. So came across, obviously you go on YouTube or social media or whatever, you see people like these 18-year-old kids supposedly doing 20 grand a day, just drop shipping absolute shit products with a shit store with just the Brooklyn theme, text for the logo, 2 products on the entire store, one of them free plus shipping, the other was an upsell for 20 bucks or something, and somehow they're doing 20 grand a day. And at the time, I was like, okay, let's give this a shot and see what we can do. Maybe we can make it happen. Is it complete garbage? I don't know, but I'm willing to try it because obviously, supposedly it was possible. We all know now how easy it is to change the code for Shopify and the back end to make it look like you're actually making more money than you really are, which kind of leads me to wonder, hey, did this dude or these people actually make this kind of money? We'll never really know, but it's kind of funny how some of them have literally disappeared off the face of the earth since then. So we'll never know. But the important thing to take away from it is that these guys were supposedly doing 20 grand a day. Who knows what the margin was on it? They would obviously say, oh, do $5 a day Facebook ads, and then it just goes from there. But they were trying to basically say that, hey, we're doing this on the front end, and I would go out and spend 50 bucks on ads. But at this point in time, I was still getting a little bit of sales, but no profit. And some leads were coming in, and I really didn't understand what the heck was going on until I really realized what actually matters is long-term for your business, or LTV for long-term value, whatever you want to call it, long-term, because that's how business is. It's not just a product launch and you make 100 grand in a week and then it's done. Those days are pretty much gone. And if you want to actually create a real business that's going to make you money for months or years to come, and I'm not saying you have to do the same e-commerce store for 20 years, but you really need to be focusing on the long term. For me, at this very point in time with my current Shopify store, basically my goal is to break even at the front end. Don't even need to make money. I don't care if it's just break even, maybe even a loss of $1 or $2, because I know the big money is all about the LTV, with basically having 3 different assets come into play. 1, building an email list. 2, building up a messenger list. And within Market Hero, you can basically own both of these type of contacts. And then social followings. And obviously you don't own the pages on Instagram or Facebook, but those 3 things are going to make you an absolute crap ton of money, because what they do is build brand recognition when it comes to your store. It's not going to be just some like hole in the wall tiny Facebook page with 100 likes that's just totally unknown trying to sell to people. That's what I was trying to do, because I would just get whoever to like the page to like it and try to make money off the front end, and then I would just quit when I didn't make any money right away. And it took me a long time, and I really wish I knew this going into it, but the need to be focusing on building the email list, building up the social following, and building up the messenger list, because what I plan to do with my current store is basically go and build my own products and create basically our own shirt designs and trademark it, and that way it's my own brand. You can't get those anywhere else. And then you don't have to do any of the drop shipping from AliExpress that people have access to. I can create my own dropship type products, whether it's jewelry or whatever. But rather than having to compete with the other people that have similar designs that are selling it on Etsy or other Shopify stores or whatever, I have the exclusivity of my own brand, and it's totally trademarked, and that's what the entire goal is. And that's when we can announce that, hey, we just had a brand new arrival come to the store. are branded products, and it looks super cute because my demographic for my store is women, but looks cute, and it goes to a good cause as well because part of the profits are donated to humane societies. If you didn't know, it was in the dog niche for my particular store right now. But basically, then it is totally brand exclusive, and you send out an email list when you have, for example, 10,000 people on here, and you can get a couple hundred sales. There's a few $1,000 that essentially, if you're running at break even with the front end, you made almost for free, or maybe even at a profit, or maybe if you are running in the red, it costs you a little bit, but then boom, you made that good amount of money from the email list, or if you send it out to the messenger. Because those have high open rates. And then of course, social following with like Instagram stories, those are one of the most popular things that people actually open and see on their social media is the stories from Instagram, and you announce it, then you just say, hey, swipe up to get this shirt, boom, sales on sales. So that's probably the hardest lesson I had to learn when I saw some of these gurus who aren't around anymore, like I mentioned, but they basically made it look like it was not, I'm not gonna say it was so make it look like easy or whatever, because there's no such thing. You gotta put in work, but it was one of those things that I saw and realized, okay, hey, let's give this a shot. But then I realized, okay, you need to actually build a real business. You're not just slapping together the crappy little store. So anyways, the big lesson to take away, do not focus on this front end. Get it as basically a lead generator and maybe make a little bit of money, but the focus needs to be on LTV. If you're selling if you're selling something perhaps in the gaming niche, right now you're doing drop shipping of whatever those particular products are, and then you start creating your own products with your own branding on it. And wow, I cannot write with my mouse, but then you create your own branding, and then you already have the following that's ready to buy because they already somewhat like you. Just don't spam their inbox or their messenger, and that will allow you to build a very profitable and sustainable business in the future. And that's exactly what I'm doing currently with my Shopify store and taking you along the way. So if you like this kind of content, be sure to smash that like button down below. If you have any questions, be sure to leave one down below in the comments. And also, of course, if you want to stay up to date on this entire journey, be sure to go down below and subscribe and click the bell for notification, so that way you know when all the videos are uploaded here to my channel and you can stay up to date on my journey. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.